Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 9, it says, Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. First and foremost, I take up all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shemel Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles of great mercy and do rule well. Salutation to the men of the hopeful and saints elect. This is the brother Marcus out here in Trinidad. I just want to do a quick edification for the elect's sake. And the name of this lesson, the second death is coming. The second death. Where is the second death? Alright, the second death is basically the judgment of the whole earth. Alright, whereas the first death was the death or the destruction by water. The second death would be by fire. And as we just read in Isaiah 13, he gonna lay the land desolate and destroy the sinners. So because, as the scripture said, the iniquity of Jacob is all this. Alright? So because of iniquities, as the scripture says, iniquity shall abound, the Lord Yahweh Hashem shall gonna bring destruction upon the earth. Alright? All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. Also Jeremiah chapter 9 and verse 25 to 26 said that you're gonna judge all the nations, the uncircumcised and the circumcised. Alright? Because of their iniquity, they have polluted the earth. And he coming to destroy them that destroy the earth. And when you look at the word destroyed, means to corrupt. Alright? So that is the reason why the second death coming. Now if you know, when you go back into the law, I believe it's in Deuteronomy 20. I might be wrong with the chapter, but it's in Deuteronomy. It speaks about when you go into war, right? And when you go to war and you take in victuals from the other nations, the things that can't abide fire, you wash them to cleanse them, and the things that could abide fire, you put them in the fire to cleanse them. So it shows that water and fire, and which we know are cleansing agents. All right, whereas if something dirty and you wash it, all right, it will be clean. You know, sometimes there might be microscopic organisms on it that you would not get rid of. All right, just like diseases and whatnot. Diseases, to get rid of certain diseases, you have to burn them, and then whatever it is will be, you know, clean. Just like when you're sick, you know, a fever goes back to heat. When you're sick, your body temperature increases to get rid of that virus. All right. So water and fire are two cleansing agents. And that is what the Lord did in the ancient time. He cleansed the land. But now, pursuing to, this is Matthew 3 and start at verse 11. It says, I indeed baptize you with water unto repentance, but he that cometh after me is mightier than I, whose shoe I am not worthy to bear. He shall baptize you with the Holy Spirit and with fire. All right, it says, whose fan is in his hand, and he will thoroughly purge his floor. He will thoroughly purge his floor and gather the wheat in his garner, and will burn up the chaff with unquenchable fire. So he gonna thoroughly purge it this time. He gonna thoroughly cleanse the land this time of all the sinners. Thus said the Lord. All right, he gonna thoroughly cleanse the land this time. That is why he doing it by fire. That is why he said, if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly appear? And sinners appear. They're going to appear in the fire. All right? So if you want to make it past that second death, you have to hold fast to this truth. That is the only means of escape. You can't buy your way into the chariot. You can't bribe your way into the chariot. You can't act your way into the chariots. You have to show forth your righteousness to Yahweh Shemel Shai and zeal. I remember years ago, a brother had a dream that he saw a chariot flying over his head. All right, and you know, a voice came from the chariot and said that don't think you coming up here if you're not diligent. All right, basically, hey, you have to do the work to enter into this rest according to the scriptures. All right, so that is the only how you enter it on, by faith and by love for Yahweh Shemel Shai. The Lord is not mocked. All right, The Lord is not mocked. So the Lord coming to thoroughly purge the earth this time by means of fire. Alright? This is 2 Peter 3. 2 Peter 3 and I start at verse 5. It says, "For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of Yahweh Shemi Shai, the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water." It says, "Whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished." First death. It says, "But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men." That is the reason the destruction coming, because of ungodly men and their ungodly works which they ungodly commit. The Lord gonna cleanse it thoroughly this time. Oppression shall not rise up a second time. You're gonna thoroughly cleanse it. Alright? And this is what we're looking for, where righteousness dwelleth. Alright? A new heaven and a new earth where righteousness dwelleth. Alright? The Lord coming to make that possible. This is verse 10. It says, "But the day of Yahweh Shemi Shai will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, and also the works that are therein shall be burnt up." Esau's kingdom gonna be destroyed. It says, "Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought you to be in all holy conversation and godliness?" It says, "Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Lord, when the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat." The elements gonna melt with fervent heat. Alright? It's gonna melt with fervent heat, and you don't want to be a part of that fire. Alright? That's why the scripture said, "It shall not come nigh thee." You have to fear Yahweh Shemi Shai with all your heart. Do his work. Be sincere about this thing. Love the brotherhood, and the Lord will deliver you in the time to come. But you have to cast off all the works of darkness. Cast it off. Put it far from you. Alright? Put it far from you. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7. No, Wisdom of Solomon. Why am I saying Wisdom of Solomon? 2 Ezra, chapter 7. 2 Ezra, chapter 7 and verse 42. Says, "He answered me and said, This present life is not the end, where much glory doth abide." It says, "Therefore have they prayed for the weak." So there is not the kingdom here, but it coming. "But the day of doom shall be the end of this time." The day of doom. Great destruction is coming. And that is where we go out and we give warning. We go out and we give warning to repent and to turn back to Yahweh Shemi Shai, or you will be destroyed. A lot of people only gonna realize what the prophet's been saying when death knock at the door, when they see the missiles coming, when they see the great destruction. Then they're gonna know that a prophet had been among them, but it's gonna be too late. Gates of repentance gonna be closed. So, "But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past." So corruption ain't gonna be in that kingdom. It's gonna be a new kingdom, a new heaven, a new earth. When I say new, means refreshed. Alright? Only righteousness. We ain't gonna go off anymore. We ain't gonna be cast out anymore. Esau not gonna rise up. Dogs not gonna come past us anymore. We're gonna be kings for all eternity, and we're gonna have all eternity to enjoy all eternity. Alright, because the Lord gonna bless us and endure us with everlasting life. We're gonna have joy in everything. Everlasting joy shall be upon their heads. So this we see we are at the end. We seen what happening. We seen the prophecies coming to pass. So just hold on. There is nothing here for you. Just hold on, and the Lord will give you all things. He gonna give you all things. Forget all them wickedness that you're doing. This is Romans chapter 13 and verse 11. It says, "And that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. The night is fast spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. So all the wickedness that you're doing in darkness, all the evils that you say, and all the uncleanness that you indulge in, you put it off. All right, it says, let us walk honestly as in the day, and not in rioting and drunkenness, not in over indulgence in this present life. It said, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying. Yeah, you have to cast off envying one another. It says, but put ye on the Lord Yahweh Shai, all right, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. All right, so put on Yahweh Shai, walk in the Spirit, walk in the Spirit. Don't just say it, do it. Don't just tell people to do it. You yourself do it, and be a walking personification of the scriptures, whereby your good work shall persuade others to do the same. All right, so with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shemel Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that do rule well. Salutation to the men of the whole plan, saying select. There's a brother Marcus out here in Trinidad saying shalom, and stay strong, Akiam, stay strong, Aquation. All right, we almost out. Just hold fast. All right, great glory is coming, but before great glory, gonna be the great destruction, and we don't want to be caught up in that. So stay strong. Shalom.